Hello, and welcome again to another broadcast of Walking Close to Christ. I'm so glad you've tuned in. I believe you'll find that what I have to talk to you about today is very relevant to your life and the life of your loved ones. To start out, I'd like to ask you a question. What is it that you care about the most in life and desire the most in life? Is it the happiness and well-being of your family? Do you care about your marriage, if you are married, and or your relationship with your family members? Or is it your personal health and welfare? Now let me ask you another question. What do you think God cares about the most and desires the most concerning you? What would you say? What if I was to tell you that what God cares most about concerning you are the same things you care about? Would you believe it? Well, it's true. How do we know this? All we have to do is open our Bible because it's revealed right there that it is true. God, from the very beginning of creation, has always intended to bless his creation. Adam and Eve's life began with God's blessing upon them. You can read about that in the very first chapter of the Bible. To bless means to wish wellness and happiness to someone. When God gave Israel the law through Moses, he promised to bless them abundantly if they would obey him. God promised Abraham he would bring blessing to every nation through the seed of Abraham, and that seed that came was Jesus Christ. Yes, Scriptures reveal plainly that this is the very reason God sent and gave his only Son. He sent him not only to save us, but to bless us with every spiritual blessings that come from heaven, including his love, his joy, and his peace. So why is this important for you and I to know this? I'll give you two reasons. For one, a lot of people doubt that God really cares about them, and consequently they have a hard time trusting him. This is why they need to know how much he really and truly does care. Another reason it's important we know this is because we, in and of ourselves, do not have the ability or means to ensure or guarantee the things that we care about will turn out. God, on the other hand, does. He not only cares, but has all the means and ability to bring to pass all the good he desires for you and I and our loved ones, that our lives turn out well if only we trust him. He can give to us the wisdom and knowledge and everything else we need to enjoy healthy, loving relationships. He alone is able to provide not just our physical health, but our emotional and spiritual health and well-being as well. How do I know this? Like I said, the Bible tells us so. And for another thing, I know because of what I've discovered in my own life that goes all the way back to my teenage years. Let me tell you a story about my early first years growing up as a teenager. I had faced a heartbreak. It was really a crisis in my life over a girl that I'd fallen in love with in high school. And oh my goodness, I was so down and depressed, and I really felt such a pain in my heart over it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was almost beside myself and crying out to God. Oh my goodness, I was really kind of a pathetic case. I was in my immaturity, so just self-centered, thinking only about my own happiness. But God used a relative, a dear aunt of mine, my mother's sister, to speak to me when I opened up to her about what I was feeling one day, to encourage me to trust God, put my trust in the Lord, that in time, if I would trust him, that he could bring that person in my life that could truly bring happiness to me as far as a good wife and marriage. And I never thought about before that God cared about my own personal happiness in that way, that he would do such a thing. But when I heard that, I took those words to heart. And not only did God heal my broken heart, but he fulfilled that very promise and brought to me a girl in time that I'm now married to for 55 years that has been the ideal wife I could never have found on my own. Yes, the secret to healthy, loving relationships with God and with others is found in Jesus Christ, through putting our trust in him. That's why I've spent time in my last 2 podcasts talking about faith and the importance of having the faith of Jesus Christ. It's through faith in God the Father and in his Son that we find the secret to a happy and healthy life, a life where God can make everything turn out well. There's more to learn as to how God is able to do this, and I hope to share with you in the next coming podcast these things. So I hope you will stay tuned. Until then, keep following and walking close to Christ to learn all the ways he wants you to become like him.